When we talk about consequences for perpetuating the lie that Donald Trump actually won the 2020 election, that Joe Biden actually stole the 2020 election, one group of people that participated in that is attorneys filing bogus lawsuits. And we have some nice news. A judge has ordered pro-Trump attorneys who brought a frivolous election fraud case to pay more than $180,000 to defendants that they sued. Caitlin Polance writing about this for CNN. Two lawyers who went to court to claim voter fraud after the 2020 election must pay nearly $180,000 to the defendants. The judge wrote that their lawsuit aimed to manipulate gullible members of the public and foment public unrest. These are attorneys you may not be familiar with. This is not Lynn Wood, Rudy Giuliani, Sidney Powell, Jenna Ellis. This is attorneys Gary Fielder and Ernest John Walker. They are going to have to pay attorney's fees of $50,000 to Facebook, now known as Meta, $63,000 to Dominion Voting Systems, $63,000 to the nonprofit Center for Tech and Civil Life, $6,000 to the state of Pennsylvania, $5,000 to the state of Michigan. The judge, Neurwriter, wrote in his order, they need to take responsibility for their misconduct. I believe that rather than a legitimate use of the legal system to seek redress for redressable grievances, this lawsuit has been used to manipulate gullible members of the public and foment public unrest. To that extent, this lawsuit has been an abuse of the legal system and an interference with the machinery of government. For all these reasons, I feel that a significant sanctions award is merited. This is fantastic. It's one thing to see them laughed out of court, told as they were with, was it 63 lawsuits, that there's no merit, that it's not going to go forward, that the judge is going to put a stop to it. That is good. But at a certain point, if it doesn't hit them in the pocketbook, proverbial pocketbook, it doesn't really disincentivize them from doing this again. And we have a legal system where if there's merit, they will be allowed to carry this forward. There was absolutely no merit here. The lawsuit from late December was an attempt to create a class action challenge on behalf of voters, including 8 plaintiffs. Neurwriter wrote a scathing 68-page opinion condemning the lawsuit. The plaintiffs had no lawyers or experts able to support their claims of switched votes and government conspiracies, the judge noted, calling the lawsuit itself one enormous conspiracy theory. You will also recall that in August, a federal judge in Michigan sanctioned pro-Trump lawyers Sidney Powell and Lynn Wood, who I mentioned earlier, and other attorneys, ordering them to reimburse the attorney's fees that the city of Detroit and Michigan state officials paid. The judge said the lawyers who worked on Trump-aligned lawsuits seeking to challenge election results had engaged in litigation practices that were abusive and in turn sanctionable. These people have to be held accountable. They have to be held accountable because they are going to do this again. And we don't have to guess at whether they will do it again. They're telling us that they will do it again. They told us before the Virginia gubernatorial race that it looked like there was already fraud. Glenn Youngkin ultimately won. But if Glenn Youngkin had lost, they were going to do it again. We know that they have been explicit in saying, we're going to keep going with this. They don't really want solutions to the problem they claim exists. They want to use claims of voter fraud as a cudgel, as a mallet of sorts, to beat the public over the head when an election doesn't actually go their way. And there need to be consequences, and this is an excellent decision. We'll see if they actually pay the money. I want to remind everybody of a couple things. We are going to be off tomorrow, Thursday, as well as Friday for the Thanksgiving federal holiday here in the United States. I know that most of our American viewers know about this, but I always get dozens and dozens of emails from around the world. David, sir, where are you? And it is Thanksgiving. We will be off for the rest of the week. Also, we've scheduled the next David Pakman Show Viewer Town Hall. It's going to be on December 14th at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. It will be, number one, open to anybody who wants to call in, but priority will be given to our website members, so you can get yourself signed up at joinpakman.com if you want a better chance to talk to me on the 14th. The entire event will stream live for whoever wants to watch it. It will be exclusively on the Pakman Live YouTube channel. That's youtube.com/Pacman Live. It won't be on our main YouTube channel. It won't be on Twitch. It won't be on Facebook. It'll be exclusively on the Pacman Live YouTube channel. So that's December 14th. And of course, you can sign up on our website, joinpacman.com, become a member. And as a member, you will also get access to today's bonus show, in which I will tell you my Thanksgiving plans, very boring, but producer Pat will tell us his Thanksgiving plans, very, very exciting. All right, we'll take a quick break and be back right after this. I love growing my own food at home. Many of you have seen my gardening stuff on my Instagram. I get great tips from the audience. And one of our sponsors is Lettuce Grow, which is by far the easiest way to grow your own food at home. The Lettuce Grow farm stand is a hydroponic unit that waters and fertilizes itself. You can grow more than 200 varieties of fruits and veggies at home, indoors or outdoors. I love my Lettuce Grow farm stand. I've grown edible flowers, tomatoes, strawberries, eggplant. It only requires 5 minutes of maintenance a week. I can grow 36 plants at a time. It uses 95% less water than traditional gardening. No packaging, no waste. I didn't even know it was possible to grow food like this in a portable unit, but I love it. And Lettuce Grow is giving you $50 off the farm stand when you go to lettucegrow.com/Pacman and use the code Pacman. The link is down below.